Hey y'all, so today I'm gonna be showing you how I do my baby food. Um, Let me start with breakfast. So this is kind of like dinner, lunch kind of meal. So let me show you what breakfast looks like. So our breakfast, I give him some oatmeal, some baby oatmeal, and some yogurt. It can be any flavor yogurt, but you see these ones, they got fruits in it, so you have to blend it. My baby is gonna be 6 months next week, so we started foods like 3 months, so we've been doing a bunch of them, and he seems to enjoy it. I haven't had any allergies to anything, although I haven't introduced the common allergens. I haven't introduced it to him because I thought it's too early to introduce them. So I'm gonna do that at like 9 months. That's when I'm gonna introduce the common allergens like peanut butter, eggs, yeah, stuff like that. But for these other meals, we've been eating them, and it's been he loves it. One other thing that he loves is an avocado, which I don't have with me, but I usually mix my stuff. I mix my foods. So how we started? We started with, first of all, there's two cereals in the market. So one of them is this rice cereal. I did it once. This rice cereal, I did it once because once or twice maybe, for like once, like maybe 2 feedings, and I realized that my baby was getting constipated, so I had to stop it. And then when we started this, he's never had any issues with constipation. Now he might have 1 or 2 issues here and there, but that is when, like, depending on the consistency of your food, your baby will get constipated. So like for the first meal, if you're starting the first meal, and I love this oatmeal because it has some instructions behind it. See, it has some instructions behind it that you can put like 1 tablespoon of cereal with 4 to 5 tablespoons of breast milk or infant formula. Now my baby does both breast milk and infant formula. Yeah, and I'll talk about that later, why I had to do that. Okay, so that's our breakfast. Not every day, but most days I like to give him a yogurt at least once a day, and most of the time I like to give it in the morning just to get, his digestion going throughout the day. Now sometimes I would do like a cereal and a fruit. He loves pears or apple, so I'll do either apple or pears with some cereal. Now I know there is uji, but I haven't I don't know how to say this, but uji has been a tough thing for me, not for the baby really, but for me, because I don't know whether to put it in a cup. I don't know, because uji gets messy, like it gets watery by the time we are done finished. We are midway eating, so I don't know whether to turn it to like to drink or to continue eating. I don't know. It's been tough for me. Maybe I'll get it. I'll get how to do it, but it's not like he doesn't have an issue with it. He eats it well, so it's just me. I need to figure out what to do with that uji. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, I need to figure out what to do with that uji. But so here we have sweet peas, and then I have a butternut that I've been using for this week, and then I have 2 carrots that I'm gonna peel and chop them. And then here, so I like to do meals kidogo kidogo. I don't do meals like in plenty and in, you know, that I can freeze. I don't like freezing food. I don't like eating frozen food, and I just don't like, I don't think I want my baby to be eating frozen food. Now this meal here is gonna, okay, so this one here is gonna serve me for tonight and tomorrow lunchtime. This one here is gonna serve me tomorrow night. We do like 3 meals tomorrow night and probably lunchtime and maybe dinner, I'm not sure. But I do like 2 days each. After 2 days I discard everything that remains and I start over again. 2 days like that every day. So this is my 2 days, and precisely it's because I'm working tonight and I'm working tomorrow night. So I work 2 days, 2 nights in a row. So when I do that, I have to make sure that I have meals for those 2 days, except of course for breakfast. I can do that in advance. I like to make it right there and then feed it. Yeah, let me check on my baby real quick. So he's still sleeping. Okay, so I'm gonna peel these, chop them. Yeah, and don't be afraid to mix your food, especially if you have introduced one and they like it. Don't be afraid to mix them, because I see some people do like one single meal. I like it to be balanced, and of course for easy digestion as well. So I'm gonna put my first meal in this. I hope you can still see me. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna put my first meal in here, and that's gonna be this. And I mix everything, including when I cook them. I just mix them all. I just make sure, like, see, like my carrots, they are well chopped. And then I peel my carrots. Some people like to grate them. You can if you want, but I like to peel mine and just chop it. So that's my carrots and carrots and peas. Then I'm gonna add my butternut. And now, like I said, this is gonna serve me for these 2 meals are gonna serve me for 2 days. And I'm gonna show you how I store them in a minute. We sometimes do like 4 meals in a day, just depending on how we feel. And yeah, but most of the time I like to give him more liquid than the solids, because like I said, my baby is gonna be turning 6 months next week. So he was not yet to that age of, you know, the recommended age, I would say. But like I said, we started our baby on solids at 3 months. 3 months is when we started our baby with solids, and he's been doing good. It depends on the pediatrician. I made sure to ask my pediatrician, and I don't think I regret that decision, because he's been doing good. We started, like I said, we started with the oatmeal, mixing 1 tablespoon with 4 to 5 tablespoons of breast milk or formula. My baby was ready. Like, his head was up. That's the most important thing. If he can keep his head up, you should ask your pediatrician, and I think it shouldn't be an issue to start solids. Yeah. And then this is how we started it, because since it was like since we started him early on solids, we didn't want to go too fast. So what we did is we did 1 meal per day, 1 meal of the oatmeal per day at night mostly, and it helped him sleep some. Maybe 4 hours, which was kind of enough, because we were getting up like every 2 hours. Now when he started sleeping 4 hours, it gave me a little bit of a break. But that wasn't the main issue why we started him on solids. I just felt like, why not? Like, he's ready, so why not? Some people start at 4 months, which is perfectly fine, but the recommended age is 6 months. I couldn't wait that long. I don't know, I couldn't wait. And he was ready anyway. Like I said, he was ready. He had his head up, and I felt like he was ready. So we did 1 meal every night. We would give him the oatmeal. We did that for the first month. Now when he turned 4 months, we introduced a fruit. Oatmeal at night, a fruit in the morning, for like until he was like 5 months. Now at 5 months is when we started introducing the different foods. And how we introduced it, we did like 1 meal every 3 days, 1 different meal every 3 days. Like we would do like carrots. If we do carrots this week, we will do carrots for 3 days and see how he does with it. And then after 3 days, we do something different and see how he does with it. After a while, I had read it somewhere that, I think it's the Mayo Clinic, they I had read it somewhere that they recommend you doing like different meals, like maybe a mixture of meals at once. Now that might be a problem. I don't know. For example, if you will never know what your baby reacts to, if in case he reacts to something, you will not identify. So I prefer doing one meal every 3 days and see how it goes. What else was I gonna say? I forgot. And then what else was I gonna say? Now after he gets used to some meals, and then you can now start mixing different meals. Now at this point, I know my baby is good with all this that I'm doing, so that's why I'm doing all of it. Now if I'm introducing something new, I will introduce it like one thing per week, just because he's had a variety. Like it's not like he only knows a few meals. Like I said, he has had a variety, so I can now do like one thing, introduce one thing per week, maybe, or 3 days, like I used to do. I mean, it still don't make a difference because, you know, he still got a lot to eat, a lot of stuff to eat. Now I'm gonna boil this until it softens, and when it's soft enough, I'll put it in my blender. I use a regular blender. Now there's baby blenders and all that. I feel like they're the same thing. You don't need to buy a baby blender. You can use your regular blender and it works the same. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna boil this, and then we'll be back. And I'm gonna chop this too as well. Peel it and chop it. Peel it and chop it. This one, you can boil it, but I don't like to boil it. I just like to slice it and mix it when it's fresh, not boiled. Okay.